Grasshoppers, hello. Welcome to this little morning edition of the Bot Signal. My name is RJ Redden, and if you don't know me, you should. Anyway, entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing message because most are a carbon copy of everybody else. Or they're having real trouble, desperate trouble getting engagement on and offline, or they feel like they're screaming into a black hole. So I help create epic marketing messages that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I'm on a mission to get 1 million people to change their marketing. Today, we're going to start with you. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? I see a lot of people enjoyed the photo that I used to decorate this particular edition of the Bot Signal. And Cassandra's photography, everybody, hit me up. I'll give you the number. She's amazing. Anyway, today on the morning coffee, we are going to talk about something that I think that a lot of people miss when they start thinking about bots. And that is this. That bots, ideally, people know that they're talking to a bot. I mean, they're not dumb. Most of the time I'll have, with my clients, I'll have a little avatar come up so that people know that they're, talking to a bot. And I do that because people have to know, listen, if they don't know that they're talking to a bot, they're going to have a whole different set of expectations, and it's going to not be a great experience for them. So people know that they're talking to a bot. But it should be as close to a human interaction as you can, as is reasonable. So today we're going to talk about setting the tone for your interactions. In life, we do this all the time. If you're sitting across from somebody at an event, and you're meeting people, or you're at a party, or really whatever you're doing, you always are setting the tone for that upcoming conversation. You are. It's unconscious by now. You know how to do it. But if you're standing in a networking meeting and somebody comes up to you, generally you'll smile and hold your hand out and introduce yourself. If you're sitting somewhere and someone sits down across from you, you will do the same thing. You'll set the tone for that interaction immediately. And what do? You usually smile. You usually, will try to appear open. You'll set the tone for that interaction by, a lot of people, sometimes before people walk into events and stuff like that, they'll set an intention for the event, an intention for, how many people they want to connect with or how they want people to feel. What we're doing in your bot is we're setting an intention on how we want people to feel when they're interacting with the bot. That is a really, really important thing that I think that a lot of people miss on the way to, trying to do what they're trying to do. I actually went through this with a student last week. We were talking about, how do we want people to feel in that bot? How do we want people to feel as they're interacting? And for, sometimes it's hard for people to come up with this, but what I do is I read over what I've got. When I've written a bot sequence, I'll read over what I have and I'll say, what is the person walking away feeling? You want to elicit a feeling of some kind. When you're setting the tone for that interaction, you want to think about how you want them to feel. A lot of times people will come to bots for, it's customer service stuff, answering questions, things like that. Great stuff. We all absolutely love that. And so how do you want people to walk away? Not just that their question was answered, but you maybe want them to walk away feeling relieved or positive that everything's on track, or you want them to be able to do what they want to do. You want them to walk away feeling something. I promise. This sounds like a little thing, doesn't it? It sounds like, is that it even seems a little woo woo, I think, which I am not. If you know me, I am not. But setting the intention for how you want people to feel. Sometimes this has to do with your brand and your business. Sometimes your personality is your brand. So I'll tell you, with my bot, with Spinning Dragon, I want people to walk away most of the time giggling. I do. It's my personality. It's my brand. Entertaining people is my life. It is. I know how to entertain an audience, and my bots know how to do that too. That's their special gift. All of them, the ones that we write together with students, the ones that that clients hire me to build, we all can hold an audience's attention. So part of that is that foundational building block of how do you want them to walk away feeling? How do you want them to feel during the interaction? Remember, we're just setting intentions here. We are not, we don't have any control over how people actually feel. I know that, occasionally during the past couple of years when I've been writing bots, I've been getting, people will say things to me like, "You're annoying." People have said things like that, which I just unsubscribe them. Boop, you're done. Don't need any more of that. I know I don't impress everybody. I'm not for everybody, and neither should you be. Neither should you be. How do you want people to feel? Comforted? Sometimes you maybe want them to feel a little bit uncomfortable inside your bot, and then of course provide a solution so that they can get comfortable again. Sometimes you want people to feel joy when they happen upon your stuff. Sometimes, there's just a world of difference, though, between a bot that's written mechanically, I'll say, a bot that sounds like a robot, and a bot that sounds like somebody put some thought into writing it. And it's all about guiding people along a path. Sometimes they choose their own path and you're there for guidance. Sometimes you choose the path in the bot. But set that intention and look at every bot interaction you have and set that intention. Look at everything, even those announcements that you're going online or going on the air or something special's happening, even those little ones. Look at the intention and set the tone. How do you want people to feel? A lot of times in the bots, and this is something that I've as some of you know, I've been taking a bit of a class with Marisa Murgatroyd on gamification. A gamification of online learning products. Well, a bot is an online learning product, right? And I've been looking at, what kind of rewards are we giving people in the bot for accomplishing things? When people give us their information, their contact information, hey, you know what? That's a big thing. I consider that something that is valuable and something to not abuse. And so am I giving them a little reward for their contact information? Sometimes the reward is just saying, hey, transparently, we love you and we're going to contact you with this information about this much. Sometimes that's the reward, just being honest and upfront about what you're going to do with their contact information. And several laws are beginning to require that transparency anyway. So it's a good idea, everybody. Wink. Go ahead and do that, please. Avoid litigation. You want to. It's a life sucker. Litigation is. So I'm talking, of course, about GDPR and laws that have been going on in California. And honestly, the world is going to adopt information laws soon. And so, as entrepreneurs, it's up to us to be ahead of the game and to absolutely let people know what's happening with their information. It's up to us to be transparent. Just do it ahead of time. And that way you don't have to worry about the laws coming down. Anyway, I got off track. I want to go back to setting the tone. Setting the tone for that interaction. You don't have any control over how people react. but it will inform the words that you choose, the actions that you choose to take in that interaction. Treating people with respect, allowing them a choice, all of these things add up to an experience in a bot that is optimal, an experience in a bot that will leave people wanting more and wanting to interact with you. When's the last time your marketing did that? It's been a while. Let me just say that it's been a while. I have my inbox here. It's up, and 90% of it is stuff that just doesn't apply. And I buy a lot of software. I buy a lot of software, try it out, and then mostly return it. But I buy a lot of software, and so a lot of people have my email address, and a lot of people write to me with get rich quick deals and all of that kind of stuff, and they're all the same. It seems like marketing at some point. We can't resist being a carbon copy of everybody else because they all say they've made $6 million with this one solution, and can't we just buy it right now? So for me, let's set our bots apart. Let's set the tone for the bot. Look at every bot run you've ever written, if you've written some. If you haven't, I have got a really fabulous class. It is coming up. It is actually, you can sign up for it. It's starting in January, and it's called One Shot Bots. Because there are some people taking it right now, and we are having a whole lot of fun. So I'm going to be offering that let's see, searching for a word here, offering that on an ongoing basis. You know what? More coffee. I'm taking a sip right now. That's right. My coffee cup has a cape. If I could figure out how to give these as a giveaway, I totally would. Anyway, set the tone. Set the tone for your conversations, and remember what you would feel like if you're writing your welcome sequence. If you're looking at your welcome sequence and going, this could need, this needs a little schmooping up here. Think about what you would say if you were sitting across from a human being at a party and they were meeting you for the first time. Think about how deep you want that conversation to go. If this person is responding to what you're saying, if this person likes you, how far do you want that conversation to go? Think about all of these things. Set the tone, set the stage. Set the stage. You have a blank canvas here. You have a blank stage. What do you want people to move through? How do you want them to feel while they travel? All of these things. If you take the time to think about that and then write your bot's going to be a lot easier to write. Anyway, I do love each and every one of you. Thank you for catching this morning. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about another topic, because that's what I do. These are starting to be short and sweet. It's an experiment that I am running through the month of December. I have been doing an hour show twice a week forever. The problem with that is it's an hour. It's not really super digestible for most. So I'm having a little play date with this type of format. So do let me know what you think of that. Thank you for watching, and I have gone over my 10 minutes, darlings. Have a great cup of coffee this morning. As you know, I love you, and I'll see you in a bot.